Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie. I'm going to be putting together the KaDoodle Bug Designs Elephant Pumpkin PEEKER, I think it's called. It's a free file. Today is Saturday, September 7th, and this came up, I believe, yesterday, the 6th of September, 2024. So I'm going to put this together. I have it all inked. My pieces separated here. I'm going to be working somewhat front to back. So go ahead and get started. First piece we have is ears, and as you can tell, the curved part is going to come out, so it's going to go to the left on this particular side. And I hope I'm somewhat organized. Had some crazy things already this morning, so we'll see how this goes. And I might have to stop and or pause the video if it gets a little too noisy. I like having my windows open. I'm sorry about that. It's so beautiful today, but it might be a little too noisy too. Okay. Oh, that's filthy. I gotta clean it again. Okay, I'm gonna do my other part of my ear. I'm going to try to give you some of the colors. I do not know all of them. I am sorry. I use from my stash, so it's sometimes very difficult to tell you colors. I do know that this is American Craft. I don't remember if this gray is one level up above the smoke color, or if it's two. I can't remember. This paper I printed digital paper to scratch, or it's a scrap from my stash, and I want to say it might be Echo Park. I'm not positive. It could be from Knitwit Collections. That I can't answer. I was going to make the middle of the pumpkin patterned, and I just didn't have an orange without printing something that I liked. That would work. So I went with pattern in the ears. I don't like to add too much pattern paper or it gets really too busy and it takes away from the paper piece. Now that's just my opinion. You do obviously as you wish. Okay, next part we're going to do is the arms. I'm not going to be gluing them on quite yet. That's right. There's a trick to this, and I put this. I dry pieced it last night. I won't say I put it together. I dry pieced it. Where's the other arm? I lost so many pieces already today, or last night and today. Normally the arms would go, one here and one over here. That's not the case on this particular guy. You want to get these up so it goes underneath the head as it's coming, okay? But here's the thing. There's one more piece we're going to put on here, by the way, but when you do that, if you go like this, and normally, your other arm would come under here, that, as you can see, it doesn't fit, okay? Just going to show you real quick. You got to get this position so it goes under the head, so it's about even with the head. So I'm turning this arm a little bit in. I'm going to glue this one down, okay? I hope this is making sense. Because last night, when I dry pieced it, I tried to put the other arm all the way to the end, and it's not working. So I want to get it lined up here. Now, there's this little piece right here, this little notch. Bottom of the, what I want to say, the bottom of the head is going to sit there, okay? And this is up a little too high. I'm going to leave it. I just, by the time we get everything together, it'll be okay. Now I'm going to put the body under here. what I'm doing is I'm having this little piece right here about in the middle of my body. So I'm going to put the body about like this because I don't want it glued down yet. Just going to mark where I've got it there. Come back in with my other arm and glue it in. So I'm going to put glue on this. I'm just going to try to make this quicker, and I'm hoping I am able to. It's not fast at paper piecing, but I wanted to show you, I wanted you to catch that. So let's see. I want those about the same height. Okay, now we're good. We had a military dedication for a military vehicle in town this morning, so I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of noise in the background. Still part of it going on close by. Okay, now you have, which might look whiter. I didn't have smoke color, so this was the lightest I had. Excuse me. That was the closest I had, so I'm going to just bring in some white and just, it's not going to get a lot lighter, but put a little bit in there. Excuse my reach. Okay. And now, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and work on the head. I have to make sure that I have that top piece, that the top part of the pumpkin is going to go where it belongs up there. What I'm doing is making sure I'm getting that edge in there properly. Had you brought the arms down just a little bit, it would look maybe a little better, but it's going to be okay. This side's going to be covered with this trunk, so it's fine. I'm not putting this piece on yet for the pumpkin top. Let's see. I'm going to take this next layer, and I'm going to just lay it on. I'm going to put the eyes together. I don't like putting the blacks of the eyes on until I get this together. Now, on the picture, it looks white, and then what's blue around it? Well, Cricket thought it was blue, and I didn't catch it, so I just did all mine. I just did my eyes this time blue, and I put white in the center. I may need to put a little more white in there, because I did that last night, so I'm just kind of getting these somewhat where I want them, kind of in the middle or thereabouts. I didn't feel like recutting the eyes. You know, if this is going on a card, and if you don't know it, you know, you're not going to ever know maybe what it was supposed to be. I think it looks fine the way it is. So that's why I left it blue. Okay, now I'll put the blacks of the eyes in. They're going more toward the top. Even just a hair of color to show there. Excuse me. Oh, let's see. We can put this piece on, but do not put the trunk on yet. Okay, that's going to be one of the last pieces we put on. Now I'm going to put the pumpkin on. This is also an American Crafts color, as was this piece. I don't think the colored part of the eye was not an American Crafts color. And let's see, I didn't get enough white in there, so we're just going to leave it, and I will put white in the eyes, obviously. Excuse me. This pumpkin piece, looking for the spellbinders piece I used. I used the spellbinders embossing folder. It is dossier, if I'm saying that right. It's SE. My computer wanted to adjust. I'm sorry. SE5007. It looks something like this. See if I can get it to adjust a little better. No. I'm not going to try. It just won't pick it up there a little bit better. But anyway, it just adds some dimension. I like to use embossing folders whenever I can. The little orange dots are liquid pearls, and it is orange blossom. Anyways, I love that color. It looks kind of dark, but it works well. Soda Pop from Nuvo Drops is a glitter color, but it's really pretty too. And it's like an orange soda color. I did this so it was all dry for me to put on. If you're wondering, I have the picture here. I've got to just get it back so I can see. Okay. Next, I want to do my leaves. Okay. My leaves, I will be putting some glitter on with the Pops of Color, and it's Pixie. Let's see. Yeah, it's just called Pixie. It's a really nice green color. If you wanted to, you could pop that centerpiece up. I usually don't on too many of my pieces. You could do it with like a 1mm foam. It wouldn't. 2 meter sticks. 2mm would stick out quite a bit, but again, your choice. I don't like to tell anybody, how you have to do something. So, okay, do his little paws here. Now this paw, you want to make sure you match the curve there right in here. So it's going to go a little bit, what do I want to say, maybe a 45-degree angle? I don't know. Then you have these little pieces going on top. And again, they probably would have been better in white, or now that I think about it, excuse me, a pink would have been really pretty also. Like it had painted, nails. I am going to let that dry, put the other hand and first layer on, and then come back and, excuse me. Let's see. This one is going to go at more of an angle also. And I'm just really catching that little edge of it. If that makes sense. The leaves, as you can see, I just took a marker. It's a Micron 005 in one of the green colors and drew the lines in. Again, nothing you have to do if you don't have that. If you want to do something, oh, excuse me, my voice, you can use a colored pencil, any fine line marker, it's up to you. I'm going to put these little tiny pieces that are lighter color actually go in the middle, and the flatter part, excuse me, goes to the bottom. Yeah, if that made sense. Goes to the bottom of this part. Oops. Can't come in. A little bit of ink on here. I'm just going to come in here and I think some of the exhaust from the vehicles at the parade really got to me. Wow. Okay, now what I'm going to do, this is not going to come down. It is actually coming at an angle. It's going to be kind of in the middle. And this part that's not colored yet is actually going to be covered by that. And that's a good way to kind of tell where you want this. So it actually comes down more yet. Just looking at the picture, so it comes down a way. So that's a good way to kind of know where you want it. See if I can figure out. Then I'm going to put this on, and again I put 3 little dots of the liquid pearls in orange blossoms on there. And this green, I'll have to take a quick look. It is either paisley or, give me just a quick moment, I have colors here. Might be dill pickle. Excuse me, not paisley, parsley. I think it's more on the line of parsley. Let me look at the back quick. Oh, I can't see it now. Oh, here. Still have one. I'm thinking it might be parsley from Encore. I just use from my stash, so it's rather hard to tell you sometimes. Let me put that in. This is going to be really cute when it's done. It's just till you get the eyes and a few things done, it's just not there yet. So don't give up, right? I always say don't judge something until it's completely done. I've learned to fix a lot of things, should I say. I'm just getting my white gel pens. I thought I had everything I was going to need on this side, and of course, no. So, and I just realized something else, so I'll get it out too. Okay, so now I'm going to quick do the eyes, and then I'll come in and finish the rest of the detailing I want to do. Excuse me, I'm just going to draw my eyelashes in with a pen or pencil first because I'm not sure exactly how I'm doing them or how I'm going to do it. So I am not using any, what do I want to say, pastels on the eyes this time. They're just, there's not a lot of room, and it's just, it's going to work better without. So come down with this marker a little bit. I knew I should have probably left the pumpkin topper off, but it's good. So already I think it's looking much better. I'm going to stop the video, get what I need, and I will be right back. Okay, I wanted to get out a colored pencil, so that's what it took me a minute to find the right color. And again, I'm going to draw the lines in uh, and erase them once I get the colored pencil in. It'll work. Freehand for me can be very challenging, so I'm going to go with it. Okay. Nice thing about a colored pen or pencils I can erase, right? Okay. I think I'm going to go the same direction, but right in here probably. We'll see. I might erase these. I'm not sure yet. I think it's too much. Should come down here. Don't like it there. I'm not sure I'm doing anything with it, so. Yeah, I will. Okay, so I want to come in. I don't feel like dragging my markers out too. I can do it with this colored pencil fine. Again, this is not something you have to do. If you prefer to use markers, if you have them, if you want to do this, I say go for it. don't think this is going to be the color I want after all, but I'm going to leave it and get a different color out. Quick. Somebody once asked me, I use luminance, the Carandy Ashes luminance colored pencils. Let's see, what do I got here? The next color I'm going to try is slate gray. I think this will probably be a little better color. I don't feel like dragging my pencil sharpener out, so now I need one more thing. I'm just taking some, I'm going to leave the colored, or the pencil marks in there, okay? Just coming in with, good grief, I took out the eraser and now I don't find it. I have lost so many things lately. And the sad thing is they're in my apartment. I just have no idea. But the thing is, I thought I took the eraser out for ink, and I cannot. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I thought I had my ink eraser out. So what do I know, right? I really just want a little bit, and I might have to use, yeah, that's not going to work. I thought I could get it with the sponge dauber, but it's not going to work. Let's see, I can fix it to my satisfaction. Get my lines back in here. I'm leaving it alone. If I do anything else, I will make a mess. Put my pencil back before I lose it. Oh my goodness. I am sorry. I'm not in my normal spot when I film. I think I have everything I wanted and I can't find it. Oh my goodness. I really am not quite this ditzy, right? Oh goodness. I have to hold this up a little bit out of the light. Okay. Going with that, I have to put her little dots in here. And I'm going to leave her alone anymore. One more thing. Sorry, I have to erase my lines here because a couple of them I didn't go right on the line. And I'm sorry to keep you so long, everything, but there she is, finished here she. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Have an awesome day. Take care.